Yeah.
Yes, lakini Mungu amenileta hapa.
Wageni wamekuja hapa maaskari.
Okay.
Huku wakuja fenziwa.
Okay.
Waisi wanaingia wanarepu watoto jana na leo tumeshinda police station. Watoto wamerepiwa, wameharibiwa, watoto wengine wastadi. Maaskari wanasumbuka kuona kwa hiyo.
Pole. Guys, there's an incident that happened here last night. I'm told like some kids were raped here. Such a sad affair, even to just say. You know, also the devil is a liar. Sometimes he comes to destroy when things are okay.
Yo, from Kenya, East Africa, MORAA speaking truth. You feel me? Time to clear the air, set things straight.
Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Guys, please come over. Guys, please gather here. You all know when I call you like this, guys, when I call for an urgent meeting like this, is because, you know, I am speechless. I am tongue-tied, guys. I don't know where to start. I don't know what to say. You know, wonders never cease. In this world, just when you thought you have seen the worst of the worst, guys, you see something else and you're wondering, you know what? You know, the last was better than this. Oh my God, who would have thought, guys? Who would have thought that we can live to see Pastor Esther of Noah's Children's Home, you know, rejecting aid? Or let me put it this way, she did not reject aid. She rejected the YouTubers, but she wants their aid. Guys, I've just watched a video by Prisca Sagati. And guys, I am heartbroken. Because in all this, I am feeling sorry for the kids, for these orphans, for these needy children, you know, who need help from anybody and everybody. Guys, remember the last time that Prisca Sagati was there? You know, they were eating ugali and sukuma wiki. And you could just see that even the sukuma wiki, you know, little sukuma wiki, big ugali, guys, it is, and these are small kids who need at least good, you know, amount of vegetables in their bodies, at least some protein, you know, guys. I mean, now it has turned out that Prisca Sagati did wrong. Guys, I am heartbroken. I don't even know where to start because this is bad. So Prisca Sagati, in her last video, we saw her go to this children's home. And she had taken some foodstuffs, you know, bread and I think rice or something. And so when she got there, she found drama, guys. I did a reaction on that. She found this guy who was making noise, you know, and this particular person, this is not the first time that this guy was there. You know, this guy was there and he was captured by Cloud Joseph, you know, in Cloud Joseph's video some time back. And guys, these are two incidents where this guy has been captured, you know, at this children's home, causing mayhem. And how about the other times that there's nobody there to record? How many other times is this guy there and nobody is there to record his shenanigans? Guys, so Prisca Sagati made sure that this guy got arrested because he was too much. You know, Prisca tried to tell him to leave, but he could not. So Prisca decided to call the cops. So while when Prisca called the cops, she realized, you know, and it was obvious in the video, guys, because we also could see. And some of us who understand Swahili, you can actually tell that there was something sinister going on. These people did not want to get this guy out of this home. And guys, in my reaction video, I came out and said that even I found it fishy. I found that there's something these people are hiding. There's something going on, guys. And this is not the first time that this guy has come to this children's home. Guys, I even played a clip where Pastor Esther is coming, you know, after Cloud Joseph called her to ask her, if you know this guy, because the guy was making a lot of noise, you know. And Pastor Esther came, spoke with this guy and allowed him in, as drunk as he was. You know, it was the same day, guys. She did not even tell him, you know, go come back tomorrow when you're sober. No. She allowed him on that same day that 𝐿𝐿𝐿 was there. 𝐿𝐿𝐿 had no choice. You know, if the owner of the home has said, leave him alone, he is my neighbor. 𝐿𝐿𝐿, all he did was to tell us, oh, everything is fine now. So the guy is now working. We are working. And then he showed the guy working, you know, with them. You know, at that construction where they're building, is it that dormitory or something? Guys, I also was here in my previous video to say that Pastor Esther is the one who's tolerating this guy in this, you know, in this home. And I also said it in my other video, because this is the third video I'm doing about this issue. It is so obvious, guys. I was so shocked to hear Pastor Esther say that she is so upset at Prisca, because Prisca went around saying, you know, that she is the one who entertains drunk people in that home. Is that a lie, guys? Is that a lie? Pastor Esther, if you're watching this video, is that a lie? Wasn't this guy drunk on that day that 𝐿𝐿𝐿 was there? And you let him in when 𝐿𝐿𝐿 was trying to, you know, kick him out. You let the guy in. And you said, he is your neighbor. Now you're turning things around. In the video that Prisca did, you told her that this person was brought by 𝐿𝐿𝐿 and you don't know anything about him. And that is exactly what you have told Prisca in the phone call that you have spoken to Prisca, you know, on. You have told Prisca that you don't know this guy. This guy was brought by 𝐿𝐿𝐿. Guys, she agreed that she knows this guy. She thinks people don't watch videos. She thinks we don't have the clips. Why is this woman lying, guys? Let me just say it outright. Why is she lying? Because some of the things she has said here in this video, I'm surprised, guys. You know? She's saying that Prisca said everybody who is there, the guards, you know, all the people that were, you know, there taking care of the kids, they were all drunk. Prisca did not say that in her video. You know, Prisca did not say that she is bringing in rapists, you know. That's not what Prisca said. Prisca said these children are threatened. And being that these kids have been taken advantage of, you know, you don't know who is who. This guy could actually be one of the rapists, guys. We all said that in our videos. Because this woman is the one who actually said that kids were raped in this place. And guys, let me shock you all. She actually refuted that. She said she never said that kids have ever been raped in that place. Oh, I have remembered. She said that these kids who were raped, that was a long, long time ago. And then she added, you know, and the ones who are pregnant, the government brought them while they were pregnant. And then Prisca is like, hey, I never spoke about any pregnant kids, you know, having been dropped at your home. All I said was that this guy is endangering these children's lives. And being that kids were actually raped in this place, we do not know if he is one of them. We have to be cautious, you know, which is a very sensible statement. Guys, even before Prisca said that, I also had said it in my previous video. You know, a previous video that I did analyzing 𝐿𝐿𝐿's video. So this woman coming out to say that these kids who are raped, that was a long time ago. What does she mean, guys? Remember when MORAA was there, what did she say? I remember we all did reactions. We all did reactions. I remember even the lazy gang did reactions talking about this home. You know, actually kids are taken advantage of. You know, they're molested. They actually were molested the previous night before MORAA went there. And that is why she was crying. You know, she was seeing that MORAA is some sort of savior who has come to save the kids. Guys, I'm even starting to think that that whole thing that she did about crying and everything, that was just an act to get the donors, you know, attention. I'm sorry, guys, but I am so surprised at how this woman was refuting so many things that she herself said. You know, she said that, you see, there are cops here. She was telling MORAA, there are cops here. It is because there's a problem here. Last night, some kids were taken advantage of. And so now the police are around here to give security. Guys, this woman also said, you know, that government does not support this place. Didn't she say that? She did. We came out here and reacted. And I was wondering, why would the government bring kids to this home? Because she said the government always brings the kids. You know, why would the government bring the kids here and then not follow up on what they eat, how they survive, what happens there? How? It doesn't make sense, guys. I remember even the first reaction I did, that is the same exact question I asked. But I said, you know what? You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to follow up on that, you know. If she says that's what's happening, that's what's happening. So, guys, I am so surprised that this woman actually came out to say that she never said these kinds of things. And she is so unlucky because Prisca, you know, got the recording. You know, we all have the recording. Imagine, guys, MORAA's video is out there. You know, any of you can go watch it. She said it. And MORAA repeated it. She told MORAA in Swahili, and MORAA repeated it in English to the entire world. Guys, it is sad. It is wrong. You know, and I'm sure she's doing this because of donors, because she said that donors have called her donors have called her upset, mad at her, telling her, you should not let YouTubers, you know, come there, do videos, film these kids, talk to these kids. You know, they should not be even showing what they're bringing, you know, and giving them to the kids directly. They should take these things to the office. We have a committee. We have people who are responsible. Why are they coming and taking responsibility? You know, why are they taking it upon themselves to do these things? Why did Prisca come and distribute the pads? This woman is so mad, guys. She couldn't even let Prisca speak. That is how mad she was. Guys, it was bad. I've just watched the video. You know, I was actually going to do another video. And I just saw Prisca is on and I was like, you know, this doesn't look good. Guys, when I saw the title of the video, my heart sank. I was like, what is it again? You know? Because Prisca was saying that I regret visiting the orphanage. Tables turn on me. And I was like, what is going on? Guys, Prisca asked Pastor Esther a question. How is it that after arresting this guy, you know, everything now has turned on me? Before I arrested this guy, everything was okay. Is it because I arrested this guy, you know, the drunk guy making noise and everything? Is it because of him? Pastor Esther kept saying, no, you do not understand me, Prisca. And by the way, one thing that you guys should also note is that she was very okay. Her voice was steadfast, strong, and everything when she was talking to Prisca. You know, she was talking to Prisca very, you know, articulately, confidently, with a, you know, strong voice. And she told Prisca off. You know, in a nice way, but she was telling her off, you know. She was even saying that, you know, this help that you're bringing was in good faith, but it has brought more harm, you know, than good. You visited to give us food. You visited to help the orphanage. However, you have dragged this orphanage in the mud. You have tarnished our name, Prisca. You have messed us up. Our donors are angry. Our donors are mad. Our donors have said that they are pulling out. They cannot have this. This is too much. Guys, I also want to ask the same question. How come before the issue of this guy was highlighted, you know, very, very well? Because when Claude Joseph highlighted this issue, you know, she told 𝐿�𝐿𝐽𝐿, you know, it's a neighbor and it was, you know, put under wraps and everything went quiet. But now that Prisca has come out, you know, with her big platform and highlighted this guy, you know, amemumulika kabisa kabisa, you know, has exposed this guy very, very well. Now, all of a sudden, there is a problem. Who is this guy, you know, to this children's home? How come these soldiers, you know, were sort of hesitant to kick him out? How come Pastor Esther let him in the very first time and said, this is my neighbor? How come she tolerated this guy, even though now she wants to say that she didn't? Guys, I don't want to start saying this woman is a liar, but honestly, in this particular call that they made with Prisca, thank God Prisca was recording. Because if Prisca came out to say that this lady said ABCD, I mean, some people, maybe even me, I would not have believed her. You know. But thank God the camera was rolling. Thank God we captured every single word that she said. She was saying that she has never tolerated this guy. And this guy is never welcome. And he has told this guy never to step, you know, at her children's home. And what was this guy doing there? And like I said in my previous video, guys, this guy was so confident talking about, it's because my mama is not here. That is why you guys are doing this to me. Wait till my mama comes. Wait till she comes. Me, I'm here because of Pastor Esther. I'm at Pastor Esther's place. You know, like, you know, like he knows that he is supposed to be there. He knows that he is allowed there. You know, like he knows he has a right to be there. Guys, Pastor Esther, do not come out looking like this. Don't come out looking like this. This is bad. You know, I know you want to keep your donors, but something that is on video, guys, you know, just come out and say, okay, fine, I'm sorry. This person, I just didn't know how to kick him out, you know. And he comes, sometimes I give him a job here and there. He helps out sometimes even to sweep the compound or for construction. Because, guys, I saw this guy, you know, helping out in the construction, you know, with 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐽. And that is why I thought that maybe he is one of the workers. And when I did a reaction, that is what I said. I said, I later found out that this guy was one of the workers. Apparently, he wasn't. You know, so Pastor Esther could just come and say that, you know what, I, you know, normally entertain him, you know, maybe for cheap labor. He normally comes, or maybe volunteers, you know, to help us here and there, maybe. But to just come out and refuse and say, no way, this guy, it's like the guy never steps in that home. You know, like he has never been there. And she is trying to make it seem as though the day that Prisca Sagati filmed was the first day the guy was. Even Prisca Sagati said, you know, to her on phone. But this is not the first time. That was not the first time the guy was there. You know. And I believe this second time the guy may not have been that drunk. But this guy is a guy who causes disturbance. And in the part, you know, in the time that 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐽 was there, he was obviously very drunk. Obviously very drunk. And I repeat, Pastor Esther still let him in. Why? And then again, guys, in that same video that 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐽 did, there's a place where 𝐿𝐽𝐿𝐽, while filming, found Pastor Esther and this guy, you know, sort of having a conversation. And I was like, and that's at that point is when I saw, you know, I told myself, you know what, this guy, they know who he is, they entertain him here, they like him here, they want him to be there, you know. And that is why I also felt, oh, okay, you know, but I still did a reaction regardless. And I said, why would you allow somebody who is that unruly around those children? And I remember also asking, you know, and especially if you have come out here by yourself to tell us that this guy, you know, sorry, these children have been taken advantage of, you should be very cautious, you know, about the people who come around them. So guys, I am just asking, you know, a few questions. So does the government support this children's home or it doesn't? Because Pastor Esther, you know, again, she said that the government has, you know, intervened. The government is asking questions. Who are these people filming these children? Why are the kids being filmed? The government that does not help this home is asking questions, guys. Actually, Prisca Sagati said to her, you know, I did not know the government was supporting you. She kept silent, which means the government is actually supporting this home. I mean, that's how I took it, guys. I don't know about you. That is another lie, you know, that she said to MORAA. Now, I'm starting to wonder, even this thing of saying there are, I don't know, this amount, X amount of orphans in the home, and yet, you know, some of the children actually have parents and they go back to their homes. Could that also be true? Remember, that was brought up by that donor from America, you know, the one who actually wanted her money back, you know, the one who took her to court. Could it be that she was actually right about that? Could it be that it's true that donor, you know, gave out uniforms, and then Pastor Esther was actually selling those uniforms to these parents of the kids who have parents? Because according to that donor, they gave out a lot of uniforms to these kids and they were supposed to get them for free, you know. And they found out that Pastor Esther was actually selling those uniforms to the kids who are not orphans. Guys, you know, when you lie, when you're caught up in one or two lies, now every other thing, I mean, that is me. That is just me. And if you all know, those who've been following me know that, you know, when I catch you in 1, 2 lies, then everything else you come out here to say, I'll be doubting it. You know, you could actually even say the truth, but I'll not believe you. Guys, I am surprised. You know. So now, according to Pastor Esther, YouTubers should bring whatever it is that they're bringing, you know, leave them at the gate. Or rather, record them at the gate or at the office and then drop them there. So does it mean people should not ask any questions? So you should donate, but don't ask any questions. Don't ask, you know, how the kids are faring on. Don't ask about the well-being of the children. You should just trust that your money, your food has gotten there and it has reached. Guys, I also had a few weird stuff, you know, from the grapevine somewhere, that these people, you know, they only feed these kids ugali and sukuma wiki, but they themselves have special diet. You know, all this rice and chapati flour that is taken there, they cook themselves all this nice food, and the children eat, you know, ugali sukuma wiki all the time. Guys, that is just what I had. It could be a lie. But now I'm starting to believe. Because even when Prisca went there, you all saw a plate of ugali and sukuma wiki. So I really don't know, guys. I am conflicted, you know, because we all care about those children. This is not about Pastor Esther. You know, this is not about the YouTubers. This is not about anybody else. This is about the kids. And that is why the donors decided to continue helping this home, despite that issue of the American lady coming out to say that Pastor Esther is a scammer. Now, Pastor Esther is saying that Prisca Sagati is the one who is telling people that she is a scammer. So now Prisca is the bad one. And I'm just wondering, guys, you know, if these donors are for real, Why would they want to stop other people bringing stuff? Because by bringing all this commotion, this means that, the people who are supporting Prisca Sagati, people who are supporting the YouTubers, Nasto, 𝐂𝐍𝐍𝐄, all davyjnr, all these people who are supporting, these people bring stuff to the orphanage. These people are, they're not going to feel okay with these kinds of conditions. So do those donors want to be the only donors? Because she spoke about 2 of my donors have called me to complain. So Pastor Esther, you just want those 2 donors to remain. Maybe, guys, they are really donating. Well. Hey, the power of money, guys. Well, maybe these donors are really donating. Donating in capital letters. So now she feels like, what, all of you all, I really don't care, I mean, as long as I have these 2 big, gigantic donors, that's all I care about, and I'm going to follow their instructions to the T. So, according to Pastor Esther, these donors have told her not to allow, YouTubers to go in there and film any kids, take pictures, or even talk to any kid. No, they don't want that. Guys, I really don't know. And remember, Prisca Sagati had woken up that day, feeling upbeat, nice, thinking about these children. She wants to take, balls for them to play. It is a long holiday, guys, here in Kenya. Schools are opening in January. So now these kids, they need stuff, to play with, skipping ropes, balls, the little kids maybe need, dolls and all this stuff. Just stuff to keep them busy, and make them happy. Prisca was in a rude shock. I mean, Prisca got a rude shock when she got to the orphanage. She went shopping. And the funny thing is, she was with a visitor. This YouTuber who had come to visit her. And Prisca was so happy, let us go to the children's home together, let's go see the kids, let's go put smiles on their faces. Guys, when she got there, she found out that it is a smile that was being removed from her face. And she was now becoming, or rather she became the villain. She became the bad guy. Oh my God.
Loading. I'm repeating again to whoever I offended by bringing the issues of the orphanage about the guy going there. I did not say that the soldiers are drunk at work. That word, I have had it right now in this video that you're going to watch. Yeah, and I'm sorry to bring this issue. I think it will be my last time, but if it brings a lot of drama, I'll bring a lot. I'll also talk. Because I was sent today to deliver some items by a lady who was also being part of the house that was being built, I think plastered, the house that has been plastered. And she sent me 8,000 to take the money and buy balls, because she had boys say they want ball. That one is explained. But on reaching there is this video I uploaded. I didn't do it, of course I did it for the world to see, and I'm a content creator. I went there at first to talk about to deliver a GoPro. I realized the children didn't have food. I gave them a platform. Like, I didn't have money to give them, but I did a video about children not having food, and you people came through. And the people coming for me said they have been supporting the orphanage. There is one lady from UK, I'm sorry. She's been very up on me, asking me why did I say about children being raped at the orphanage. Guys, before we continue, those are not my words. I know you're going to watch this video. Those are Pastor Esther's words.
As you can see, Prisca is out there explaining what happened. Prisca looks like she's in shock. You know, guys, this is what you get when you actually try to help people who don't want to be helped. But guys, is it really Pastor Esther's fault or is it the donor's fault? Because Prisca states that one of the donors from the UK actually reached out to her and asked her why she said that the children had been taken advantage of. You know, and Prisca is saying that these are not my words. These are Marwa's. These are, no Marwa's. These are Pastor Esther's own words. You know, when she was talking to Marwa. Guys, so is it wrong for Prisca to have come out, you know, and kick this guy out of this orphanage? Hey, this guy, guys, this guy is powerful. You know, this guy has made the orphanage to be shut, you know, from all the YouTubers. This drunk guy, guys, he's not just a drunk. This is a powerful person. Oh my goodness. I wonder why, guys. What is really going on? All these things that they are saying Prisca said are things that were obvious on the video, guys. The Prisca said there's something they're hiding, you know. No, Prisca asked, what are you guys hiding? Guys, I also asked the same thing because of the way they were behaving. Guys, they were behaving suspiciously. To be very honest. They did not want to kick this guy out. They, you know, seemed as though they are, you know, cooperating with him. It seemed as though they are trying to cover him. Guys, you know, it's like when you know that this is the boss's friend and somebody is trying to bring, you know, havoc on the boss's friend. And you know that the boss is going to come and say, hey, why weren't you protecting my friend? You know, that's how it's coming out to me. This is something else, guys. Let's continue listening to Prisca.
I didn't like this guy going there every now and then. I watched him on videos, and when I found him there harassing the soldiers, mistreating everyone around, telling people 𝐈𝐈gwe. 𝐈𝐈gwe means start a fight and I show you. And I was like, okay, I have to involve the police. Of which right now Pastor Esther is saying, I didn't call the police. She's the one who called the police. Okay, I'm agreeing with that. And it's too clear, and I don't want anything to do with that orphanage. I'm very clear and I'm very honest. I was warned. I had to consult a lot of people about going to the orphanage. Some told me, Prisca, stay away from those scandals. There are some who gave me a lot of stories about there have been donors there. But I was like, no. I'm not doing it for Pastor Esther or for the ladies there. I'm doing it for the well-being of the children.
Prisca was warned, but she did not listen. And this is not just a title. This is literally, you know, for real, for real. She was actually warned by people, you know, stop associating yourself with this orphanage. It has a lot of scandals. But Prisca said, this is not about Pastor Esther. This is not about anybody. This is about the kids, which is true, guys. Which is true. Everybody is out there helping this orphanage because of those kids. You know, because of those orphaned children. And no matter what happens out here, you know, those kids are the ones who are going to be suffering. You know. So Prisca got a rude shock. You know. And it is really, really sad. You know, it is funny, guys, once again, how this woman is saying that she is the one who called the cops. It is not Prisca. Guys, you know, when she said that, I started to wonder. I thought it was Prisca who communicated to her, and told her about the drama that was going on at the orphanage. And if you followed that video of Prisca closely, Prisca called the cops first, and then she called Pastor Esther. Clearly because she was thinking of the security of the kids first. So it was prudent for her to call the cops first and then call Pastor Esther and let her know that, what, ABCD has happened. So, logically speaking, if Prisca called the cops and then called Pastor Esther to let her know what was going on. And remember, also when Prisca was talking to Pastor Esther said, it is good that you have let the police come. Oh yeah, that's what she said. She said, let the police come, let them take him. I also don't want anything to do with this guy. I have told him not to come to that place many times. So she was sort of trying to dissociate herself from this guy. And if you watched my previous video, I also addressed that. And I said, why was she trying to now distance herself from this guy? And yet, guys, I have videos. I have a video where you can actually see that these people, they know each other very well and they're friends, maybe, So all in all, guys, that statement about her being the first one to call the cops does not make sense to me. It does not hold water. And that is why I'm saying, guys, this Pastor Esther, I know she's trying to save face. I know she really wants donors not to go. But come out clean. Say the truth. Speak the truth. For heaven's sake, you're a pastor. And the truth shall set you free. Because guys, now that we find out she is lying, honestly, to me, in my eyes, in my opinion, she is looking very, very bad. And now this will make me believe, other things that people have said about her, which are not nice things. It is really sad, guys. This is a video where she actually said, that the kids had been taken advantage of to MORAA, And MORAA translated it to the whole entire world. And she said the kids had been raped last night, meaning the previous night. But now she was telling Sagati in her video that was a long time ago. Even those kids are already married. Guys, I Pastor Esther. And guys, Prisca Sagati apologized to these donors, if they feel that she did wrong. Actually, she apologized to everyone, who feels like they were offended. And even in her video, I remember her apologizing, in advance. So she came out to say that she is sorry for anyone who felt or feels offended by her going out there and saying as it is, and filming exactly what was going on. If she did wrong, according to anyone, she asks for pardon. But she says she hopes everything ends here. Because if somebody comes yapping, like if this pastor, for instance, comes out here and starts, hey guys, Prisca Sagati says she's going to open up. Oh yes. And when somebody says she's going to talk, she's going to open up, you can imagine. So I feel like there's a lot more going on, guys, that we do not know. There's a lot that Prisca knows. There's a lot that is going on behind the scenes. Guys, let me know, somebody. If you know anything, type it in the comment section. I also want to know. But guys, on a serious note, this is so bad, for these kids. Because at the end of the day, this stuff that Prisca had bought for the kids, never actually got to the kids. Oh yes. Prisca ended up taking all this stuff to another children's home. Oh yeah. Apparently, there has been some other lady, called 𝐷𝐿, who has been calling Prisca Sagati and asking her if she could get assistance, for her children's home. And this lady was disturbing Prisca Sagati so much so that she had to block her. But now Prisca remembered this lady after being turned away from this children's home. She remembered this lady and she said, you know what, let me unblock this lady, let me call her. And that is how all this stuff that Prisca had bought ended up in 𝐷𝐿's children's home. Guys, that is how, God had planned it. That these things are not going to be at Noah's Ark. They're going to end up at this other children's home. Guys, I've heard some people say that why didn't Prisca just leave that stuff at Noah's children's home? But guys, somebody has already told you, or rather has shown you, you're not welcome there. I mean, even though they told you can leave the stuff there and guys, the way Pastor Esther came at Prisca Sagati, even me, I would take everything and just leave. I mean, for real. Yes, we are looking at the kids, but guys, what could you have done yourself? Seriously. One thing people should remember is that Prisca is also human. And sometimes, and to be very honest, Prisca was made to feel like her assistance is small. Because the way Pastor Esther was talking about my donors, two of my donors, guys, it's like your assistance is too small. These two donors are the ones that matter, And now I'm wondering if indeed these donors care about these kids. Why are they hell-bent on things being hidden? Because by asking Prisca, why did you talk about the rape and everything, then it means that, they didn't want it to be known to the whole entire world. So, guys, this is bad. So, guys, I just want us to watch a little clip, of this lady Esther's interaction with this guy that was kicked out. Oh, sorry, the guy that was arrested. Let us watch this.
Solar lights. We are about to do what we call to check the drunken man has cooled down. I told him if you react to this, we'll take you to the police. So he just became a good friend, and Mama Esther allowed him because he was he's our neighbor and everything. Now the boys' dormitory is clean, sparkling clean. Slowly, as we keep on doing what we are doing. So let me show you what the work is going on here. And Mama, Pastor Esther. Yeah. Come on. Yes. Umepumzika saa hii? Saa uko sawa?
Saa niko sawa.
Saa uko sawa kabisa? Sawa. Tunaendelea tuna kazi pole pole. Sawa sawa. Mom. Yeah, so the work is still ongoing and slowly. So at first I thought he was a stranger.
I'm a cooker. This hapa I'm a chicken. Wanahitaji kwa Kiingereza mom.
Kitchen, in the kitchen.
I'm a kitchen
cooker.
I'm a cooker.
In the kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yes.
This I'm a brother wenzangu.
Yes.
Uwaga wanakuja hapo na wapikia vizuri.
Okay, thank you.
Simple.
Thank you. You are simple. Thank you.
It's very much. Wanasemaje mom? It's very.
Thank you very much.
Mwenye mamangu amegonjeka. Mama, lakini utapona kwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Hiyo maombi nimekuombea na kuaga pasta, lakini mimi mama, ile maongezi yote ikubariki. Sawa.
Okay, sawa Mura. Haya mom. Let me do and you help me the phone so that we can go as we are recording. I show you the work that we are doing.
Well, to me, they look like good friends, you know, people who know each other. So I don't know what Pastor Esther is saying. To me, as MORAA, she cannot convince me. And guys, I just want to know, you know, I want to know from you all, what do you think is really the problem? Is the problem, you know, that Prisca came and said that these kids are not well taken care of, that everybody who is working at this children's home is drunk, that, you know, this drunkard lives in this children's home, that Pastor Esther is not taking good care of these kids? Is it that? You know, is it about the donors complaining that every YouTuber is coming and doing videos with the kids? Because guys, remember, YouTubers have been going to this children's home for over a year, guys. For over a year, since Nasto and Mercy Empire started going there. You know, up to now, it's over a year, guys. So these donors have never seen that children are being filmed. This is the time when Prisca Sagati has spoken. You know, when Prisca Sagati has arrested someone, this is the time these donors are seeing that these kids are being filmed and taken photos by YouTubers. Is that really the reason, guys? Is this about the donors complaining? Or is this about this particular guy that had been arrested? Guys, let me know. Because me, I'm just thinking, it's because of this guy. Because these donors have been there. They have been seeing everything. Guys, this is too bad. This is not nice. And I just feel like this woman, Esther, should just be transparent. She should just come out clean. You know, Pastor Esther, be accountable, you know. Stop cornering, because this is what is going to cost you. You know, when people lose trust in you, you know, it's going to affect the interaction with you. It's going to affect how they donate to you. Others have already run, you know. So please, Pastor Esther, you know, these good virtues that you instill to these kids, remember them for yourself. You know, exercise them as well. Practice what you preach. You know, because at the end of the day, you know, whatever is done in the dark or whatever is hidden will always come to light, guys. Once again, leave your thoughts, your sentiments. Just let me know what you think about this whole saga, you know. And I really hope that we have seen the end of it, because if it continues, then we may hear more than we want to hear, guys. We may actually be fed, you know, with a lot of, oh my God, I don't even want to imagine, guys. I pray that all ends well. And I just pray that these kids, you know, maintain their peace, you know, just get the love and care that they need, as well as the basic needs, you know, of food, shelter, and clothing. Guys, if you have not liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, take this moment to hit the subscribe. Until the next video, guys, bye-bye.
Educate, put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't pay